Here's how to make a tank cake. Are you planning an army party or does your child just love tanks? Here's how to make an awesome tank cake from start to finish. This tank cake is the perfect centerpiece for your party food. Before you start, you'll want to get everything together that you'll need to make the cake. Here are the ingredients. 250 grams of unsalted butter at room temperature, 500 grams for icing sugar, sifted, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 2 tablespoons of milk at room temperature, 3 by 450 grams of unfilled rectangle sponge, fondants, green, black, white and brown, and edible adhesive. You'll also need some tools. Here is the list of tools. Stand mixer, spatula, 35 centimeter square cake board, fondant rolling pin, large and small, fondant tools, fondant mat, bread knife, small knife, bamboo skewer, and paper straw. Step 1. First up, buttercream icing. Using a stand mixer, beat the butter at medium speed for 10 minutes or until creamy. Reduce the speed to low and slowly add the icing sugar, 1 cup at a time. Increase the speed to medium and beat for 3 minutes. Add vanilla and milk, beat for 1 minute or until smooth and silky. Remove the bowl from the mixer and stir with a spatula to remove excess air bubbles. Step 2. Cut the sponge cake. Open all 3 of the unfilled sponge cakes and divide them into 2. You will want to do this so you have 2 cakes that are 3 layers high. Cut roughly a 4 centimeter strip from each, cutting along the short side. Put these aside and they'll be used to make the top of the cake later. Step 3. Start assembling. Position the first layer diagonally on the cake board. Use a little buttercream to fix the cake to the board. Also, where the cakes join. Spread a layer of buttercream between all 3 layers. Step 4. Assembly continued. Using a bread knife, cut diagonally down to remove a wedge from the front and back. Cut an indent both in the front and back, leaving approximately 5 centimeters either side for the tank tracks. Arrange the extra strips of cake to make the top of the tank. Place 4 strips vertically and 2 strips horizontally, spreading buttercream between each strip. Using the bread knife, shape so that the back and the sides are slightly rounded and the front more so. Step 5. Start decorating. Cover both the base and the top sections in a thin layer of buttercream. This is called the crumb coat. Refrigerate until the buttercream is set. You can touch it without it sticking. Apply another slightly thicker layer of buttercream, ensuring a smooth covering. Any imperfections will show through the fondant. Step 6. Time for the fondant. Roll out green fondant to 4 ml thick sheets and cover both the top and base. You will find it easier to cover the base in sections. Start by covering each side, length and the wheels. Your fondant strip can finish where the tracks will be. Then cover the front, back and middle. Make sure the fondant doesn't overlap with the side strips. You can overlap the bottom and top pieces together and use it as an added detail later. Step 7. Add the tracks. Roll black fondant to 3 ml and cut 4 centimeter wide strips. using a small knife, make indents across the strip, making sure not to cut more than halfway through. Use edible adhesive to attach the tracks to the base. Place the top on the base. Use a 2 cm strip of green fondant to cover the join and any creases. Insert a bamboo skewer where the gun goes on the top in an angle you prefer. Step 8. Create the tank gun. Cover a paper straw in green fondant. Remove excess fondant at both ends. Slide the straw over the skewer. Step 9. Adding details. Mix green and a little brown fondant to make a darker green. Roll out and cut squares, rectangles and circles to decorate. Attach these with edible glue. Add markings such as rivets and crosses. Step 10. Final touches. Using the black fondant, roll out 1.5 cm by 3 mm strips and attach to the sides, following the angle of the front and back. Mix black and white fondant to make grey for the wheels. Cut 4 large, 2 medium and 3 small circles for each side. I used a different size bottle lids to get the shapes and patterns, then added them a centre dot. And you're done! Time to eat this amazing cake for your tank battle party.